What's up, guys? I haven't seen you guys in a while. As you can tell, I got a laptop. It's shitty, and I know the camera quality is really shitty, but I mean, like, it's gonna have to do for now. I just got it, like, I think yesterday, so it's pretty brand new. I still have to get the fucking little, memory card stick for it and shit, but that's basically it. Um, a little update for you guys. I actually went to my first doctor's appointment in 10 years yesterday. Um, like, they asked a lot of, like, personal questions because that's what they have to do. But for, like, the first time in a long time, I actually didn't lie to my doctor. Um, I was pretty straightforward with them. I told them I take these medications usually because of my schizophrenia. Um, I got low-key lucky because we were talking about my medications, and I have a feeling she was going to ask me about my schizophrenia, and then she forgot. Because I think she was going to ask, like, how intense it is or something. Like, how it was then versus how it is now. But luckily, she forgot. So, the only thing she did ask was, how long have I been diagnosed schizophrenic and all that? How long have I been on the medications? How they worked with me and stuff like that. So, what we got to do is because I went to that doctor's appointment. So basically what they did was they gave me my Seroquel. I didn't get it yet. I actually have to call them and see, like, where exactly they're sending the prescription so I could go pick it up, because they didn't tell me anything of, like, about it. Like, about, like, going to get it. But they did give me my a refill for my Seroquel for a month. And then they don't want to give me my gabapentin until I see their behavioral therapist. So I can't get that. And then with Lexapro, again, with the behavioral therapist, we're going to have to find a replacement for that. And then my inhaler stuff, they know about my inhaler. I know, asthma and I'm smoking. It's bad. Don't do it. But, and then what they did was they gave me a referral for my hand. Because you guys don't know this, but some of my friends do, and family. When I was in middle school, okay, I lied about how this happened to my doctor, but what ended up happening was I had gotten pissed off at school, and I was in middle school at the time. I was in, like, 7th or 8th grade. And my dumbass punched my locker, left a giant dent in it. To this day, that dent is still in that locker. I actually went to the school and looked at my old locker, and the dent's still there. They never fixed it. But I punched a dent into my locker, and what happened was I tore the tendon in this finger. So, this is my left hand. So I tore the tendon in this finger, and it healed into a ball. So I don't know if you guys could see that. I don't think you can. Maybe a little bit. But you can see the skin rise and fall a little bit when I move it. And that is because I have... I ripped the tendon in my hand, and it healed into a ball. So now with this hand, you guys can see that's basically, well, how straight my finger will go. It's okay as, like, it hurts right here, and, like, mainly, like, in the palm of my hand. But, I can't, like, see, like, how it curves a little bit right here is because of that. And then I can straighten out my finger if I force it, but if I do, this tendon pops out of my hand. So I lied to them and told them I was fucking around at school, and I jumped off a wall and I fucking tore it, but they didn't say anything, so I think she believed me. So they're giving me the referral for my hand to talk to a surgeon about possibly cutting it out and putting it back together. The only crappy thing about that is because I had talked to a doctor when I was 15, in Albuquerque, and they said if they do end up taking this tendon out, my finger is basically going to be like this. I'm not going to be able to straighten it out. So as you guys can see, it's kind of fucked up. And then because of the medications that I'm supposed to be taking, well, this medication, the Seroquel so far, I have to go to another doctor's appointment in 2 weeks for blood work to see how the medication's sitting with me and stuff like that, see if it's like fucking with my liver or anything. But before that, I'm trying to go this week. I have so many appointments, guys. I have like 6 appointments that I had. Well, I think like 5 now. But I had that doctor's appointment, and then I have to go on Thursday. Well, no. Technically, on the 12th, yeah. Well, on Thursday, I'm trying to go get my blood work done because they gave me a paper for blood work. I have to go to their lab, go get blood work done, to see if there's anything wrong with my thyroid, if I still need to take my iron pills for being anemic and stuff like that. I had anemia before. I guess have or had. But I haven't been taking my medications. Well, not the medications, but like the stupid iron pills that you're supposed to take. You could take prenatal pills too. But you're supposed to take like iron pills. But I haven't done that. So we have to do the blood work and stuff like that. There's a cat. I have to get all that blood work done to see if I'm still anemic, if my thyroid's fucked up or anything like that. Any other health issues, like if my kidneys are okay, liver's okay, crap like that. I think I'm in pretty good health. I was supposed to get a flu shot while I was there, but because I was sick when I was in Idaho and when I had came back, I've been okay for about a week, but they wanted to wait on the flu shot or whatever. So that way I don't, because I was already sick, like my fucking what is it called? Fuck, and I say it all the time. Like my immune system is fucking pretty shitty as it is, so they don't want to like give me the flu shot since I haven't been to the doctors in 10 years. Just knowing the fact that I was already sick, because it is a fucking flu shot. You will get sick, so they don't want me to like get like super sick or anything. And then yeah, because Thursday is the only day that lab is open. So I have to go get that blood work done. And then on the 12th, I have court. So in 2 days, technically, because today is, sorry, I have to see real quick. Today's technically Tuesday. It's 11:30 at night. It is January the 10th. So not this next morning, but the morning after, I have to go to court. And then I have court again on the, well, no. Court on the 12th, and then on the 13th, I have to go to my eye doctor, and, well, not, yeah, I have to go get rechecked for my glasses, because I do wear glasses, but I had a mental breakdown about 2 years ago, and I broke my first pair of glasses, so I ended up buying another pair, which cost me, like, almost $400, but I had broke those as well last year, not last year, the year before that. I think it was last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. And then, yeah, so I have to go get another pair of glasses. So I have to go on the 13th to go get my eyes checked and stuff like that, and then pick out the frames. And then I will go get another pair of glasses whenever it's done in like 2 weeks. They usually send me an email or they call me to go pick it up. So then I'll be having my glasses soon, so I'll be able to fucking see. Because I'm pretty fucking blind. I can't see far away. I can see up close, but not far away. And then on the 17th, I have court again, because it's technically a 3-day trial, but I'm only required to be there for 2. If I don't go, they will send out a warrant for me, so I am required to go. And then, what other ones? On the 23rd, like I said, in 2 weeks, I have to go back for another doctor's appointment, to get blood work done to see how the medication is working with me, and I know it's fine, but they just want to check, and then make sure it's not fucking up my liver or anything. Because before, like I said, I used to take my medications, but then I stopped taking my medications because either the gabapentin or the Seroquel was causing either, I think it was my liver to fail, because I went to the emergency room for pain, and they thought I was an alcoholic, and they were like, well, your liver is failing. And I like was convincing them for like 20 minutes that I wasn't drinking, I wasn't on any type of drugs or anything like that, that it was just strictly on my medications, and they were like, oh, that's why. So for all that crap, um I have to get that blood work done and stuff like that. And then I might see, they're going to try and set me up with an OBGYN because I have a history of ovarian cysts, and ovarian cancer runs in my family. So we have to check that out with my doctor as well. And then I have gallstones as well. So I have to see about that, if we're going to take out my gallbladder or not. And then basically that's it for my doctor's appointments as far as I know, unless anything like unsuspected pops up. But I'm pretty sure I'm okay. I've tried really hard to take care of my health as much as I could. But the only thing that I told them about my main concern, especially for these blood tests, is because ever since I have a birth control implant in my arm, and I had gotten it, I think, like 2 years ago. And what's really crappy about it is, fuck, a car drove by it and I lost my train of thought. I was trying to talk fast, so I didn't do this, but, oh yeah, but I've gained a lot of weight since I've got it. So they want to make sure it's not a thyroid problem. Because they said, I already know if it is from the implant or something like that. Basically, like, they're just going to give me a medication to, like, help me balance out my weight and stuff like that. And if it is my thyroid, then I think what you have to do is take, like, a pill or something, or, like, a shot. I'm pretty sure it's a shot. Or I think it's either a pill every day or you have to get a shot to help regulate your thyroid and shit like that. And then it should be easier to lose weight. Because as you guys can see, I've gotten pretty fat. Well, all my friends that know me, since last year, I have gained a lot of weight. I've slowly been trying to lose the weight. I've lost, I think, like 10 pounds. That's not a lot. So I'm still trying and stuff like that. But it is hard because I have my daughter here with me, so I can't go run like I did before she came here. So I really have to try and figure out what I'm going to do about that. And then yeah, doctor's appointments and stuff like that. And then I'm pretty sure this basically is, as far as I can remember. Oh, no. I'm getting into counseling again, guys. Because they wanted me to see the behavioral center and shit like that so I could get on that other medication. But what they're doing is they're also setting me up with counseling over by St. James in San Jose. And I hate St. James area because it's shitty as fuck. Like, I love downtown. I used to live downtown, and I used to walk around downtown like every fucking day. Like, I used to go running over there and shit like that. And downtown was kind of my thing. Like, when I was homeless down here at the park right here, I used to take the light rail to downtown all the time. Or I'd ride my bike, take my bike to the light rail, and then fucking, like, ride around downtown. Like, downtown's my area. I love downtown. Like, don't get me wrong. But St. James down there isn't really a good area. Because basically, like, all the drug addicts and stuff like that, or, like, anyone that's, like, hooked on coke, meth, fucking, like, PCP and shit like that, all the alcoholics, like, all flock towards there. And the majority of the time, a good chunk of those people will be gang affiliated. So, like, wearing red and shit like that, like, everyone, if you wear red or blue, like, especially downtown, there is, like, a good, like, chance, like, 40 to 50% chance that someone will run up on you if you look like you play the part, I guess. Like, if they think you're active or anything like that, they will definitely run up on you. Especially because I don't know what it is. I think it might be just the whole overall look of myself, like the plugs, the piercings, and stuff like that. Everyone stereotypes me as being gang affiliated. My dad was gang affiliated. Like when I was younger, I used to represent like the Northeast and shit like that. But when I got older, I started to realize like that really wasn't the lifestyle that I wanted to lead like myself into. Um, Especially after I had found out that I was pregnant with my daughter. I actually had twins, but I lost her twin the first semester. So I definitely was like trying really hard to keep her safe because that was my kid. Like I had to. So definitely St. James area is not really the place that I like to go, especially because I used to go to court down there. And there was like multiple times where I used to go down there and like people would try and run up on me or some shit or like try and cause an issue just because of the way I looked or I dressed. Like there was this one time, like I'm dead serious. I wasn't even wearing anything gang affiliated, no colors, no nothing. I was wearing straight black because everyone knows black is mainly all I wear. It's well, I can't really say that because I mean my aunt gave me this, but everything like see like I wear red, so basically everyone assumes I'm gang affiliated, and I'm really not. Red is just one of my favorite colors, like red, black, gray, white. So basically, like those are the colors that I tend to wear. So if I know I'm going downtown, a majority of the time I will try not to wear anything red just because I don't want to cause any problems, especially because I'm 20. I'm not trying to go to jail. So it's like, fuck that shit. I'm not trying to go to jail, dude. I have a kid to take care of, and I have my own priorities in life. So basically, like, a majority of the time, though, I will wear the beanie, and I think people will really try not to cause any problems because it is a Niner beanie. But, I mean, there are those stupid people who don't even really care or take that into consideration. They're just, like, gang affiliated. So I'm like, so majority of the time, like, I'll take it off or whatever if I'm walking or some shit. But so majority of the time I don't. I really keep it on. Especially because I have a red backpack too. And I take my backpack with me everywhere because I don't like purses and shit like that. So, I mean, like, it's not like I can hide my backpack. So majority of the time, I'll just keep the beanie on because I really don't give a fuck. But if I, like, see that there are, like, scraps or some shit in a certain area, then I will take it off just because of the fact that, like, majority of them are dudes. And I'm not trying to fight a dude. I fought dudes before, and that shit ain't fun. So, I'm not really hyped about going into that general area. Especially because, like, all the drug addicts, too, they fucking yell at you and chase you and shit. Like, I've ran from a crackhead before. Like, that shit, it's, like, it's funny. Like, it's low-key funny. But at the same time, it's fucking, like, scary because you're like, oh, fuck, dude, like, this nigga's tall as shit. He could catch me. I'm fat. I have stubby legs. I can't run that fast. So I basically just act like I'm fucking running from a zombie. Bam, I'm gone. So I'm not hyped about going into that area, but I am hyped about the fact that I am getting back into counseling because I haven't been into counseling since I was 15. I went, I think, like, twice, and then I just stopped going because I told my grandma, I was like, I'm sorry, I know you took the time to set this up for me and stuff like that, but I'm just not ready to talk about anything right now because I was just so, like, enclosed and introverted that I just didn't want to talk to anyone at that time. But now that I'm older, I feel like I'm ready. I really feel like I need to get all this shit off my chest. So I definitely want to get into counseling. And what's dope about it is my insurance covers it and shit like that, so I don't pay anything out of pocket. So it's awesome. It's nice. And then with the counseling and shit like that, I mean, I hope it goes okay. I just hope I have a chill counselor, because if I don't, like, the thing with me is if you're a shitty counselor or if you're a really judgmental counselor, I get pissed off really fucking fast. Especially if I'm trying to explain my situation and they're being one-sided and they're like, well, do this, and I'm like, dude, you don't understand. I can't do this because of this, and this. And they're like, oh, well, you could get over this, you could pay more for this, and you could spend more time on this. And I'm like, do you not fucking understand? I'm broke. Fucking, I was homeless until, like, up to 3 months ago. Like, I'm barely getting back on my feet. I can't just magically fucking get back on my feet. So, I've actually lost a lot of counselors that way, too. Especially, like, when I was a kid. Because they would tell me, like, stupid shit, like, oh, well, if you're really concerned about this, just ask your family members to help you out. I'm like, my fucking family hates me. And especially now, too, they still fucking hate me. From ever since I was 15, dude. It's been fucking almost 6 years. I'm about to be 21 in March. Like, my family fucking hates me. Because now, just because the fact that they based me off of the shit that I used to do before I had my daughter, before I got pregnant with her. Because when I was younger, I did a lot of bad shit when I was 15. I used to fucking, like, steal bottles. Like, I was taking pills that weren't even mine. Like, I was hooked on a lot of shit. I was smoking weed all the time. So it's like, I mean, I've cleaned up my act since then. I haven't smoked in a year. I haven't drank in a year. Like, the urge comes, like, if it's, like, a special occasion or something, like, I'll drink a beer, but I don't get smashed. I know my limits now. So it's like, my family just remembers me from the shit that I did before, so they don't really accept me for who I am now. So that's how I used to use a lot of counselors back then, was because they used to tell me, ask your family. Like, no, you don't understand. My family fucking hates me. Like, it's just annoying. So I'm trying really hard to switch my shit around. I don't know why this fucking light keeps going off and on. But yeah, I've really been trying to switch my shit around. I mean, like, the thing with me, though, is honest to God, like, the truth, I did feel better when I used to smoke. Because during that time, when I was doing bad and shit like that, I still went to school. I still did my homework. I was doing track. I was playing volleyball at school. I used to play soccer by myself after school. And my schedule from getting out of school, because I used to have half days, so I would get out at lunch. So I would either stick around or leave during lunch. I'd leave and go home. I would change into a different set of clothes. And then there was an arroyo by my grandma's house. And I used to go run back and forth, just straight running until fucking like 10 o'clock at night when my grandma would tell me to come home. So, and I was a vegetarian at that time too. And I was like, even though I was smoking weed, I was doing so good. I had lost so much weight because I had went from 200 and I think 30 or 20 pounds to 160 in a year. So I was doing super good. And like my family, like my grandma didn't care that I smoked weed or anything. She just hated the drinking and the pills part. But like, because she used to hate it at first that I used to smoke. And then she was like, okay, here's the deal. If you come home, like as soon as you smoke, if you come home, just change your clothes. And I was like, that's perfectly fine. Because when I come home, anyway, when I'm done with all the running and shit, I grab a pair of clothes, I go throw it in the bathroom, I take a shower, and then I get dressed, and then I throw my old pair of clothes into the laundry. So, it fit perfectly into what I was already doing. So, and she knew I was doing it already. She was just like, if you keep up with that, like, I don't care what you do. I just don't want my house smelling. And I was like, it's fine with me. So basically, like, I was doing good when I used to smoke weed. The only shitty part was when I had left her house, that's when I had gotten into the alcohol and the pills. So basically they judged me, like I said, off of that part when I used to smoke pot pills and drink. When I was living with my grandma, no one like really gave me any issues. The only issues I had was arguing with her husband's it's technically his sister's daughter, I think, but he adopted her. So I used to argue with her a lot because she used to get on my nerves. But yeah, like besides that, no one really gave me any issues until after the fact that I had left her house. Because she had kicked me out because I got into an argument with her husband's adopted daughter, and he told her it was either him or me. So she made me leave. So I ended up leaving. And because of all that crap or whatever, like I I felt betrayed. I was hurt. So I was 15. So I definitely fucking got into some really bad shit. So they based me off of that. But I mean, just alone with smoking weed, I was doing good. So now that I'm 20, I'm gonna be 21 in March. I am thinking about getting a cannabis card. I don't know. I'm like, smoking's cool. Because I think it's just because of the fact that I haven't smoked in a year that I'm not really I don't know if I really want to smoke. I mean, like, I might smoke. I might start smoking again and shit like that. But my favorite thing is edibles, just because of the fact that if I have to go out somewhere in public or something like that, no one can smell me. So, like, I could walk up to a person and hug them and they won't smell me. So basically, like, that's definitely why I want to get my medical card and shit like that. Medical card. So that way I could start using medical marijuana, without, like, being judged or getting in trouble. So, I know my aunt here is going to be pissed about it because I've asked them about it and she said she doesn't want me to do it. She'll kick me out. But, I mean, like, if I have the card, you can't do anything. I mean, it is legal. So, I'm definitely going to see about that. But, yeah, everything's going good so far. As far as I know, I have all those appointments and it's back to back. So, like, I'm pretty, like, fucked right now. I already knew. I went to the liquor store and bought this pack of cigarettes or whatever, and I was looking for something to drink, like, for now. But then I seen the Monster Energy drink, those giant ass ones, and I was like, dude, I have to get that for when I go to fucking court. I'm probably either gonna drink it on the 12th, but maybe the 7th. I might save it until the 17th because the 12th I have to leave. I have to be at court at like 1 o'clock because that's when I go to court. But the other court date is at 9 in the morning. So that means I have to fucking, like, be up hella early because of all the traffic and shit like that. And I have to, like, be up at least by 7. So I'm gonna fucking chug that fucking Monster so I'm not fucking, like, super tired. And then, yeah, besides that, everything's going good. With all the court shit. But all of it's back to back. And I think it's just because of the fact that, like, now that it's been 3 months and I'm finally getting all my fucking shit together. Because I couldn't do anything when I first came because as soon as I had came, like, I think I was only here for like 2 weeks and then I had to go to Idaho for that little bit of time. So I wasn't in town to do any of my appointments or anything. But now that I'm actually here and I'm making all these appointments, I have to, like, squish so much into 1 month that it's kind of making me anxious just because, like, I don't have a ride. I mean, I have a car, but I can't legally drive it, because of my schizophrenia, because I see things, so I'm a hazard to myself and other drivers on the road, because I went to DMV and talked to them about it and about, getting my driver's license, but I cannot because of that. So they won't let me unless, like, I get a doctor's note and then, like, a therapist note and shit like that. So I really have no choice, but I might have to sell my car, like I told you guys. I think I told you guys. And then, what's it called? Yeah, but because I can't drive myself, and I used to have a bike, but I had like 4 bikes, but they either got stolen or the tires popped, and then, I couldn't fix it, and then I ended up, like, leaving, and then somehow my bike disappeared, or there was one instance where I let my brother fix my bike and then use it, and then that bike got stolen. And then I even used my brother's bike, and that bike, I used to use his bike, but he used it one day and he left it in the front yard and someone stole it. So I had no way to work or anything like that, so I had to walk, and that shit sucked. But because of how far my appointments are, well, the shitty thing is my doctor is in Alviso, and I don't fuck with Alviso like that because those motherfuckers. So I don't want to walk over there. So my friend luckily took me. Shout out to Alex. I know he watches my videos. He's been like my supporter since, like, I first started this YouTubing stuff and, like, all these vlogs. So he, like, every time I post a video, majority of the time he checks it out. I mean, this is probably gonna be, like, only, like, my 3rd or 4th video, but he still I think my 4th, but he still checks them out. So luckily he has been taking me. He took me to all my appointments. He's been taking me to like all my other stuff. He took me to my other, like my past court dates, like my 3 past court dates. And he's the one who was taking me to all my appointments. So luckily I have like such a good friend to like help me out with this shit. Because without him, I would be fucked. Because the thing is because of the medications that I used to take, I forgot like the ways on the light rail. I don't take buses, they make me too anxious and I have panic attacks. But I'm okay with the light rail. But the thing is, because of the medication, I forgot the ways of the light rail. So I don't remember anything. I don't remember which light goes where and in which direction. So luckily he's helping me out until I could get all that shit situated and shit like that. And then especially since he will be taking me to like court dates and shit like that, because these two are, like I said, are very important. They are mandatory that I be there. So I cannot fuck up and miss these fucking court dates. So I'm lucky that he's going to be the one to take me. Yeah, so besides all that shit, I mean, everything's going good so far. I'm hoping everything goes in my favor, especially with my court dates, because I don't even know what's going on with that. It's a long story. I'm sorry this vlog is so long, guys. I mean, I just really wanted to catch you guys up on all this shit and explain to you, like, what's going on and what has went on before, to cause the shit that's going on now. Yeah, so I guess that's basically it. And then plus my daughter, I don't remember if I told you guys, but she's staying with me for about a month, I think. So, and the only crappy thing about all this shit too, with all these appointments, is I can't take her with me. So I'm hoping my sister will come through and watch her for me, and stuff like that, because I have to go to these appointments. I can't fuck this shit up, because I already know if I cancel an appointment, it's gonna keep happening. I'll keep fucking it up, because that's what I used to do when I was homeless. I used to fuck it up, and I would be late and I'd have to cancel the appointment, and then I'd keep making appointments, but I couldn't make it on time because I didn't have a way there. And even if I took light rail and shit like that, it takes forever, dude. Just from here to San Jose, it takes an hour. So if it's like a morning appointment and shit like that, and it's like 8 in the morning, I don't remember what time light rail starts. I think like 6, 7 in the morning, but I can't, like, by the time I'm already ready and I'm taking the light rail and shit like that, like, just to get to San Jose, takes an hour. So it depends on even, like, what area, and so, like, just to get downtown is, like, an hour. So if it's, like, somewhere downtown, I mean, like, it's cool because it takes me, like, a good, like, 30 minutes to get to where I have to go, sometimes, like, 40 minutes. But that's the crappy thing about it, is, like I said, like, if I leave here at, like, 7 and appointment's at 8, I will get there at 8:30, or, like, 8:40, because of fucking, like, just how time-consuming the light rail is. So I'm really hoping all this shit goes back into my favor, because it's just been long and exhausting with these court dates. I'm hoping after these 2 court dates that it's done and over with. And then with my doctor's appointments, I was hoping it would be done with, like, the day I went. But, I mean, I guess that's clearly not how it works. So, hopefully I get the shit done soon, like, within the next couple months with all my doctor's appointments, and get everything settled and figured out, because I really need to get my health and my mental health in check. Because that shit's just, like, it's been 10 years, guys. 10 years. That's a long fucking time. And I didn't even know, like, you had to get a fucking flu shot every fucking year. So I went through fucking, like, 10 years with no fucking flu shot. Well, I don't know, because I think if you have to go to school, you have to get flu shots or something like that, maybe. So, I mean, maybe, like, during those times where I went to school, I had gotten those flu shots. So maybe at least, like, 5 to 6 years, no flu shot. So I'm hoping all this shit goes good, like I said. But, I think I'm going to go for now, because this is a kind of long vlog, and I am done with the cigarette. I smoked 4 cigarettes, I think, or 5. Might be 4 or 5. But, I love you guys so much. Thank you for checking out my channel. If you are new, I'm sorry. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Angel. Thank you guys for checking out my channel. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, leave any comments. I'll leave all my information for you guys so you could check out my Snapchat and shit like that, because I post more on my Snapchat than I do anywhere else. I do post on Facebook, but I don't really post like updates or anything like that. Sometimes I do, but mainly Snapchat is the place to go for like my day-to-day fucking life basis. So I'll leave all that shit for you guys. I do have a Twitter, but I rarely go on there, but I will still leave that in there for you guys. And thank you guys. I will see you in the next vlog. And I'm going to try and get a camera sooner or later. I might check out some cheap cameras and see what's up. But, I mean, I have some other stuff that I have to get, too. So, I don't know if I'm going to get a camera anytime soon. But I will definitely try. So, that way you guys don't have to deal with the shitty camera quality for that long. Thank you, guys. And I will see you next time. Peace out.